Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. So in this session, we will give you a recap of the stock verification scenario we have built, just a recap, and then later on we will do this color marking, right? The colors computation based on the colors requires some color code, right? So for this, we first of all we have the stock list, right? The list of the stock on which the data we received from the storekeepers that these stocks are found okay, or for example, okay. So these okay items have to be marked with some color. So we have determined, and this we have set these three colors. This color is for okay items, this color is for item missing, and this color is for item damage, for example, right? And at the same time, we need whatever are the okay items, their total value, stock value, is also to be summed up, right? So simple sum up for sum if function is right. So for this, we are using a color matrix, which is based on the function we have developed using the name manager, right? The completed, for example, this color marking is the name we have created, and to show you how it is created, you just need to do just select a name and give it a name, and then we write this function which gets the color code, right? Which gets the color code, and if it is 0, it means no fill color. As soon as the color code comes, the respective cell in the color matrix will get a code, and that code will be used in some for countif functions, right? Okay, so these are the few things which we have to set up for color-based computation, and this console will always tell you how many items have been marked as okay, how many items are okay. So for example, we want to mark, and okay, so we need to have a button. So we have created a button here, right? How to create it, we have shown it. We will again show you how to create a button in the toolbar, right? So that button is created in the toolbar. That will be always on the top. When you're marking, it will always be on the top, and this button is going to be clicked. So for example, these items, you are selecting a few items and a few of these items and this item. It's scattered selection. Okay, now you click in here, so it will mark them as okay, because this button talks about the okay button, okay marking for the stock verification, right? So these items have been physically verified that these are lying in the stock, and their values are also summed up in the console, right? As soon as you enter into the, you see it refreshes. So you have a code written in the view code. If you go to view code, so this is the worksheet activate event. As soon as this worksheet gets activated, this is refreshing the color matrix, and it gets this code. Okay, so as soon as this is done, so there is a formula which counts that, and it gives you the total number of items which have been marked with this color, right, in the color matrix. So these are countif, and this is simple sumif, means count the value in the I column of a stock where this color is matching with this. Okay, so D5 in this case, this is D5. In this case, it's going to be D14. If you go and see there, it is D14. Yeah, and in this case, it is of course D23. Right, D23. Right. Okay, so let's see the code of this toolbar. So for this, we are going to go to the developer tab, and here in our, this is the module which talks about not only the creation of my toolbar, which has the OK marking button created. Okay, so creation of button is simple. You have to add a command in here when you have whenever you want a new button to be created, you are going to go to the create my toolbar and see what is the last number you have said, 498. Okay, and we use if we want a new another button to be created, let's create it for the missing items. So let's make it 499 or 501, any number. So 501, because each number has a different shape in it. Okay. Okay. So since you have this, as you have added a button, and let's add the action. Okay. What action is supposed to be done? It is going to be 44. Yeah, this is the 44th button, in which this is going to be missing. Okay, missing marking. Item missing. Mark the item from missing. For example, this is missing. Missing marking, and here you say missing marking for the stock verification. Missing item. Missing item. Marking for the, that's right. Okay. And we copy this OK marking to this. This will become missing marking button. Then we copy it here. Okay. Yeah. Control C, and we make missing marking here. Okay. So this OK button, this is going to be missing marking. Okay. This name has to be the same as it is expected by the toolbar, right? Well, when you mention this name in here, so this has to be the same after the sign of exclamation. This is important, right? And missing marking, right? The first is OK marking. The second is missing marking, right? So these two buttons have been created. Let's create a third one also, that is the damage marking. Okay, so let's create a third one. So we create another button here, say Control C, you press here, yeah, Control V, and this is say 505. You give any number, making sure that it is not already there. Okay, not this. Okay, you know that it is okay. You can anytime change it. The next step is you copy these two lines of the code, Control C, and we say 5. Okay, and here we are going to write this is damage marking, damage item marking for this. Okay? So it is damage item marking for stock verification, right? And we copy this again. This is our the template. Control C, we make it damage marking. So this OK marking will become the damage marking. So we have created 3 buttons. Okay. Now, one thing is left, that whenever we use the damage marking, it is not D10 to copy. For damage marking, or let's start with the missing marking. So this is D19. D10 will be replaced with D19. And okay, and this is D28. Okay, so we get back to the code, and here we are going to first of all, this is the missing marking. It is D19, D19 and D28. Okay, D19 is the missing, so D10 will become D19. Okay, and we go to the damage marking. This is the damage marking, so this is D28. That's it. So what does it do? Each of these 3 buttons, first of all, it validates that while marking something, color marking, you are in a right file or not. So it validates that you are standing in the right file. If you are, for example, attempting to do any color marking while you are here, right? If you click it here, so it is going to write you not a valid file, right? Because you can't do any marking here, right? Similarly, okay, you have added the 3 buttons, so to make them appear, you got to save the file first of all, okay, and then you close the other file, otherwise it will not allow you to run. So you save it and close it, for example. Yeah, let's close. I am closing this very temporarily, and I'm going to activate or run the procedure auto open. So this is the procedure which runs as soon as the file is open. It it does the things in which the one of the thing is that it creates the toolbar, recreates the toolbar, right? So it is logging in, and your new toolbar has been created, and you have these three buttons. First is the OK marking, the other is the missing marking, the third is damage marking. Okay, so if you click here, you will say, you will get this message, not a valid file to marking. So you've got to have a file which has the stock sheet and the matrix, etc. Right? So let's open the file where we want this physical verification sheet to come up. Okay, so here, now you can go to your sheets, right? And you can get this toolbar. Now, if you want to start from the beginning, for example, let's start from the beginning. No marking is there. Okay. Now let's see in the console there's 000. Fine. Now let's start that you have certain bunch of items which have been verified. Okay, items. Okay. So you have selected this, and you have selected this as well, and this range, and so many other range. For example, you have said. Okay. So what you are doing here is now you are marking that these selected items are okay. Okay. Clicking OK. So it has marked them okay. Not only that, it has marked, but console has also been updated. 30 items have been marked and okay of the worth $7,508. Okay, these are okay. Now let's get back to this and try other button. That is, for example, some items have been reported as they are missing. Missing item. Right? For example, this item is missing, and this item is missing, and this item is missing, for example. Okay, so we mark them as a missing items, right? Click there. So the three items should be appearing. These are missed, right? And their total worth is here. And let's mark the final one that you have also the report that certain items are there, but they are actually damaged. They are out of order. Okay. For example, this one and this one, and you go there. Let's make these 3 or 4 items. These are damaged items. These are there, but they are damaged. So this is the damage marking being done. Now in the console, you have 4 items reported as damaged worth 1,170, and 3 items reported as missing. And so this is how you manage the physical stock check, and you have entered it, and this is your console, and you're monitoring it. So the code, if you see the code, how the code works with multiple selection, when you so what does it do is that when you press Alt 11 and you go to the module in which you write it, so any marking has this code. So what it is doing, it is for each cell in the selected range, whatever is the selection, so it picks the address. That address is picked, and on that address, on the column A with that row, the desired marking color is being pasted. So this is the for each loop, which for each, it always terminates with the next, right? So this is a loop. It takes all of your selected addresses, cell addresses, and each address has been reassured that only column A has been marked, because our console looks only the column A, right? And it marks it, right? That's it. So this is how we have showed you that the concept of using the colors in your calculation, counting and summing, and this. So these are color-based computation, and which is very much useful in stock verification, also in other areas like lab, in which certain testings are being done. An item is, or there are certain items which are under test, and certain items have been rejected, and certain items need to be reproduced or something like that. So you can use this concept to handle that and display the status of the ongoing operation. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you in our next video.